What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Popular Culture. I'm Chris.
And I'm Rico.
Or was it Ryko? In this episode, we're talking about Thunderbolts and our review of the Thunderbolts. If you saw last episode, we briefly did a quick recap like we normally do in my car.
Yeah.
We talked about it, and we gave it 2 thumbs or 4 thumbs way up.
No, I gave it 4.
You gave it a 4.
Remember why? I gave it a 7 out of 7.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Oh, yeah. I don't know how you got to 7. But anyway, that being said, we're going to jump right into this review of the Thunderbolts. So, Rico, this past weekend, the Thunderbolts came out.
Yes.
Asterix, which is also known as now?
I don't know.
The New Avengers.
The New Avengers now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, we just threw that out there.
I mean, people probably already.
I thought we were going to spoiler alert towards the ending.
Yeah, I mean, big spoiler alert is at the end. I mean,
gotta do. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah. You got to be on your toes, man.
Yeah. So,
go ahead.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
I gave it a 7.
What?
Yep.
Now it's a 7?
Yeah.
Our rating system's 5, man.
Well,
we're doing this how many years now? 2 years?
5.
5. You gave it a 5? You gave it a 5?
I gave it a 5 plus 2.
Okay. So you're comparing the Thunderbolts that just came out to
anything
Endgame,
else?
To Endgame.
To Endgame?
Endgame is 5.
Whoa.
How about this? Endgame or Iron Man 1 is 5.
Then no, I can't. It's not up there.
Right, so but compared to, you gotta see what standard is, right?
Then all right. Then I'll give the Thunderbolts. If you're gonna say Endgame is the 5,
yes,
I would say Thunderbolts. I would give it an honest. I'll give it a 3, because I do have some questions and some aggravations.
Okay,
I'm gonna send this to the Aggro Crag.
Okay, you
know what the Aggro Crag is?
Aggro Crag?
Oh, you're old enough.
No.
Nickelodeon Guts.
Oh, Aggro Crag. I know Nickelodeon and Guts.
You remember Guts?
Yeah.
The very end, they had to do like the Aggro Crag.
Oh, is that like the obstacle course?
The mountain that they had to climb.
Yeah. Anyway, going off topic here. So, Thunderbolts here, right?
Yeah.
So let's start with what didn't you like?
What did I not like about this?
Because you always want to end the conversation on a high note.
Okay.
So where you go. Good.
What I did not like about it, are we going to just straight up spoiler talk about it?
No, I don't.
Well, then I have to spoil it to talk about it.
All right, so we're going to give this...
This is a full... what's the word I'm looking for?
Explosion?
Explosion. Explosion.
In your mouth.
In your ears. Of the Thunderbolts. So
Okay.
This is spoiler alert. I'm going to tell you how the movie began, middle, and end, and you're just going to sit along for this ride.
All right, let's go.
All right, what I did not like about it is when the Void came out and he started just zapping people away. He basically was snapping everyone away at will in New York City, the island of New York City, right?
That scene with the girl?
The
kid? Oh, my God.
Jason said the same exact thing. I think everybody got caught up on that one. Like, whoa. That little girl, poof.
It's like,
no! What are you doing? Come back, you little girl.
You're safe, little girl. Here, have a flower. You're living in
poof. Poof. So, like, this is New York City, correct?
Yeah.
You know New York.
It's New York City.
What part of New York was that?
That was Midtown. That's probably around... Oh, actually, that is looked like was around Grand Central.
So, what heroes are in that area?
Grand Central area. I can't pin anything because you got Daredevil, you got Luke Cage. They're all uptown.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage is more. I think he's
Harlem.
I think he's in Harlem, so he's not down there.
Okay, so you got Manhattan.
Daredevil. He's in Hell's Kitchen, which is northwest of that.
Yeah.
Maybe another 20 blocks away.
So you got Queens.
Queens is another boroughs out in New York City. That's Spider-Man over there. So
yeah.
He's not anywhere near that.
So we had no potential superheroes that could have been there at the time.
You could have
like New York is basically disappearing.
Ground zero for superheroes.
And now all of you guys live there. every person from Marvel Universe lives. If you're in the 616, they are neighbors in New York City. Well, every single one of them.
Well, that's the thing. Even with comics, because they have to explain that they're either off-world or in a different country or some secret ops.
Yeah.
Because either way, aside from the Thunderbolts, every movie, some superhero needs to be interacting. But they explain that a lot, even in Endgame, stuff like that. Where is Doctor Strange? Where is so and so? They explain. They'll do a recap. It's I was off world. I was training. I was somewhere or whatever. So they may not always be in the city per se.
Yeah.
Just because they're from the city doesn't mean they're always in the city.
But you would think they would be.
Why?
Because last time we saw Spider-Man, he was doing his own thing, had his own suit. He was zipping across the city. That was during the winter time. So who knows how the time gap between the last Spider-Man and now? Okay,
yes,
I'll get that.
Yeah, they don't explain the time period of what.
But Daredevil Born Again just ended. What happened? What happened?
Again, they don't explain they don't say this is
the mayor of New York City, though. Fisk, Kingpin.
Yes, just because it was released doesn't mean that it coincides with the timeline of the Thunderbolts occurring.
But if we're going to do it all in order, it would have to.
No, because they showed how many different movies they showed that came out that weren't in line.
The Fantastic Four movie that's about to come out.
Oh, that's set in the that's set in the past, and it's supposed to catch up with the present time, right? Or at least 14 months into the future from this movie.
Yeah.
So that being said, not necessarily correlates to the timeline that's happening in real time, unless they show.
Yeah.
Unless at the beginning, the only way you can say that is if you go at the beginning of the movie. It said May 5th. 2025. This is the start of the movie.
Marvel, you guys should start doing that. That would be a good idea because because everybody wants to keep it canon and go with the timeline. It would be an awesome idea if every Marvel movie started with a time and a date, or at least a year at least.
So, if you go to Disney Plus and you can, it puts it in chronological order of the movies, but the chronological order of the movies does not correlate to the release date of the movies.
No.
So, even though, say, Iron Man was 1, and then there was
I see what you're
Avengers.
saying.
So, the correlation of the release date do not correlate to the in-world time.
Yeah.
So, that being said, it's plausible nobody was there at the time.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
That aside, what else?
What else did I dislike about the movie?
Yeah.
I didn't. It was bittersweet. How quickly they killed off Taskmaster. I feel like they killed off Taskmaster very quickly because no one liked the fact that we had a woman version of Taskmaster. So they were like, "All right, well, that's first thing we're going to do is make the MCU nerds happy and kill off this character, this revamped character or imagining of a character. So let's kill her off. So now we can reboot a new Taskmaster or just get that out of the equation because it was left with bad taste. The fact that we had a female Taskmaster, which I do understand. I do like comic book accuracy, but at the same time, you don't even see the person. She never shows her face, so who cares?
Well, okay. So you're saying comic book accuracy. Then the movie itself, because we did a little catch up, a little brush up on the history of the Sentry, which actually the Sentry is a fairly new character in relation to all the other characters that are in the movie.
Yeah,
the Sentry was first published in 2000, so it's only a 25-year-old character compared to the Black Widow, Winter Soldier, all those different characters that are on screen. Those characters are much older, and as far as I forgot where I was going with this.
You're telling me why it was okay to kill off Taskmaster?
Oh, yeah. So, they don't necessarily need the the history or the comic accuracy. The comic accuracy of the Sentry, there's no real storyline that correlates to what the movie was. This is a fresh reimagining, almost fresh reimagining of the character, but the only thing that they kept was the personality of the Void and the Sentry, and Robert, his character Bob. But for the most part, the comic doesn't correlate to the story. So whereas they can then do Taskmaster as as a female or reimagine whatever, but I don't know. I don't really think Taskmaster is a big enough character to keep around. They can just wipe them around.
Well, yeah, I agree. Taskmaster isn't one of those core characters, but I feel like it was just bad taste. Like if you wanted to make a character forgettable, just don't make that character relevant. Like for the longest time,
that's why they wiped her off.
Well, I mean, like don't even put her in the film. Don't bring her in the film just to kill her to please an audience. For the longest time, when Ant-Man 2 came out, everyone loved Ghost, but then all of a sudden, Ghost walked away. She ran away actually down the alleyway, and you never saw her again for years.
Yeah,
and people forgot about her.
Well, didn't she come in for one of the Disney Plus, the Hawkeye show?
No, not Ghost, not at all.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh yeah. When I first saw Ghost and Ant-Man, like, yo, she is super hot. Wow, I don't forget hottie.
Okay.
But yeah, they had her in Ant-Man, and then she disappeared for years. Then she pops back up in Thunderbolts, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that character. I forgot about her because she hasn't been in the MCU for so long." Well, they could have did the same thing with Taskmaster instead of just killing her in bad taste. Because it's not like she went out with a bang. Well, literally, she did go out with a bang. She got shot in the back of the head.
No, front of the head.
By Ghost. Because she didn't see the ghost. Was it the front?
Yeah, front.
It was. She just appeared and went boom. You're right. But, like, why? I think it was just, we're just going to please the audience and kill off this character that we screwed up on. When he could have just not shown her ever again.
I think it was also, like, misdirection, how Marvel likes to do their movies or their trailers. They'll say, they kept mentioning that, oh, someone's going to die. Mm-hmm. They're like, and so I think a lot of people thought it was going to be Red Guardian.
Yeah, I did.
But, so, spoiler alert, he doesn't die, but someone else died. They do kill off someone, just, not someone we expected. Actually, I don't remember thinking that Taskmaster was supposed to be in this movie.
Yeah, on top of that, she's on every trailer. She's in every trailer, and she was in every advertisement photo as the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, well, she was gone pretty quick.
Right? She didn't even make it to the idea of them being a team. It was like
she didn't make it past 20 minutes.
No. But all in all, other than that, that's my only dislikes about the film. Other than that, the entire movie was amazing. It was way better than Captain America, I tell you that. Like we left Captain America, we're like, all right, cool movie.
That was all right. It was good.
Yeah. And once we left the theater, I didn't really talk about it anymore. I was just kind of like, all right, cool. I saw it.
I got a full popcorn bucket.
Yeah, right. I feel like I needed to see it so I can talk to you guys about it. But this movie, I can definitely go back and see it again. I can't wait for it to come out on Disney Plus. I can't wait to see. I feel like the Thunderbolts, to me, set off this phase of the MCU the right way. Like, oh man, we're going to get something like this for a low level villain turned to hero. Then everything after this is just gonna be better and better and better and epic and more epic.
Yeah, I think it's them having to go back to more character driven. Like a lot of the movies that do really good, or at least critically good and like well received, is the movies that are a lot more character based, or a lot more emotion, a lot more depth to the characters. People want to see the smash 'em up movies, but they also don't just want to see that. They want to be able to see like some depth, some connection to the movies.
It was a good story.
Right.
It was a good story. Like you said, it wasn't just blowing up cars, car chases, superheroing. There was good dialogue, good character interaction, and just overall, it was well written story.
Sure.
I loved it. I really enjoyed the story part of the book, of the comic, of the movie, and it was. I really feel as though Kevin Feige and the writers to MCU, they realized that this is what the antidote, or should I say, this is what the ingredients is to make a well-rounded superhero film.
Yeah.
You know? Outside of that, like, and it kind of, did you kind of get the feeling of this was like the MCU version of Suicide Squad?
A better version of it.
Like, we got a bunch of supervillains.
I mean, no.
That's doing good now.
Are they supervillains?
Oh, they're not good guys. These are all meant to be bad guys. Every one of them.
Oh, because this version of Black Widow, she's really
she was
an anti-hero.
Yeah, she was an assassin.
Well, so was Romanoff. Her character was an assassin too until she defected and went to the Avengers.
Yeah.
So,
but then also you got U.S. agent that killed the man on live TV.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, there's that. You don't go back from that. You had Ghost. She was introduced as a villain.
Yes.
Taskmaster.
Yep.
That was also introduced.
That's a villain.
Red Guardian was never introduced as a villain, but he's Russian.
Skis.
KGB-ish. People always got a bad taste in their mouth when that name is brought up.
I will put on Wheaties box. Yes.
Yes. By the way, I want to find that. If you happen to see it,
okay.
Please
let us know.
Grab it for me.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I want to get that signed.
All right.
That would be awesome to get signed.
All right.
Would you open it?
Well,
I know.
I have a Dragon Ball box of cereal.
Can't get that. You could get that signed.
Yeah. Could get that signed. All right. So that was pretty good. So my take on the movie was I liked it a lot. I think it's funny how they coincided the movie with Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
So if you guys are out there, I just want to really touch about this because it's really, I think this affects everybody. I think that's why it's touching so many people in the movies and coming out, where the movie really talks about depression, talks about being lonely, talks about being not being out there and not being able to have anyone to talk to or rely on. I'm glad that I have my buddy Rico here. We outside of this, we talk on a daily basis, and we've talked many times together our personal lives.
Yeah.
And I've come to your shop, and I tell you about stuff, and you talk to me about stuff. We're on the phone all the time, so we're lucky enough to have each other to talk to each other, as opposed to just maybe our significant others. They may drive us crazy, or our children may drive us crazy. It's important to always have someone in your life to be able to talk to. And I'm going to put it out there. Like, if you guys feel like you have no one to talk to, our email address, poppingthroughculture@gmail.com. Reach out to us. I love being able to listen to people and really be able to help people work through their problems. I'm a great listener, as I listen to this guy yap all the time.
All the time.
So
this guy.
Yeah. So if you guys ever be out there, if you feel alone, there's also BetterHelp. You can go on, try to find some help out there. No one should ever feel alone. I went through high school and some of college, felt like I was going to be alone forever and not have anyone in my life. Luckily, I had my wife, I had my close friends. But there was a period of time when I thought I was going to go through life not having anyone because I was bullied. So
you were bullied?
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine that.
Yeah. Sure.
Nerd. Did you buy that shirt for the show tonight?
No, this is
that's a new shirt.
Yeah, Five Below. Because we got Five Below now. So I just wanted to touch base on that, right?
Yeah, man, for real. Like, if you need someone to talk to, just reach out to us. We're not hiding. We're very easy to get in touch with us. With us on all forms of social media. I even put my number out there. That ain't hard to find, bro. And you need someone to talk to? I got you.
Yeah. So I just want to touch base on that. I thought that was a really important component about the movie, about how much they talk about depression and between all the characters, in their dark parts of their life. I think that's what the Void does. It goes into the darkest moment of their life, their most bottom part of what they've gone through in life, and they affect those different things. The movie literally steps off because Yelena, she walks off the side of a building.
Second tallest building in the world, by the way.
Which is another part, is a really good part about the movie is I don't know if a lot of people would notice, is they did not rely heavily on CGI, aside from Sentry moving and flying and stuff like that. A lot of this was built on practical stunts, practical work. Yelena, she jumps off the side of a building. She has ropes and everything, but they're actually up there.
Yeah.
They actually do, stunt work up there. They did, cars exploding and everything else. So that's what I think a lot of people like about that movie too, is there's more practicality, so it seems more real world, whereas opposed to relying on such high CGI.
Yeah, there wasn't much room for a green screen. Like, everything was on location.
Yeah.
And plus, you can easily look up, because throughout the making of this movie, they were showing you little snippets and pics of the scenes and the sets and behind the scenes. Not a lot, but enough to let you know that they're not in a storage house or in a factory with a green screen, or everything was outside or at an actual location. They were in New York for real. They were in the desert for real. I don't remember where the second tallest building in the world.
I think Dubai.
Yeah, they were actually in Dubai. A lot of that movie was actually made in Dubai.
Yeah.
A lot of
now it's gonna be tariffed now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So
the movie was really grounded with that, with the characters. I like the one of the funnier parts was when Red Guardian's driving down the desert. Like, people are, hey, Yelena, your daddy's here.
It's daddy's
here, and she's like, don't look at him.
Oh my God.
I don't know who that crazy man is.
One of the coolest scenes, and it happened like that. It was when they were in what used to be Stark Tower, but now it's called
Watchtower.
Yeah, which went over a lot of people's heads.
Yeah, which is from the comics. That's one of the comic accurate things, is because the Sentry has the Watchtower, which is actually the main thing that keeps everyone from remembering who the Sentry is. So that way, the Void can go away and Sentry can go away.
There was okay with the Winter Soldier. There was 3 things I noticed about with the Winter Soldier that I don't think anyone picked up on or anyone saw. When they first showed the Winter Soldier in the desert helping out the Thunderbolts, he did his tribute to Nomad with the trench coat, the big gun, the ponytail on the motorcycle. I thought that was super cool. That was really cool how they did that. And also, when they were in the tower, or Stark Towers, he fought against Sentry. And there was a scene where they were moving so fast that Bucky went to punch him downward, and then he bent down, and then Bucky tried to shoot him with a pistol, and he went up and he missed him completely. And it was like, it showed they didn't even bother slowing down the frame by frame. They show, usually how they
slow motion.
They show how quick they are.
Yeah.
No, they just kept it at real speed.
Yeah.
If anything, they sped it up, but they didn't show anything else around it. It was just perfect. And then Sentry rips off Bucky's arm. And what I thought was so cool is Ghost picked it up and ran away with it.
He's like, oh, I got you.
Yeah. Like, she went back to pick up his arm.
Well, yeah.
And I was like,
dude needs his arm.
Well, yeah, but you would never think they would show that. Usually it'd be like, oh, he ripped his arm off.
And it just magically appears on him?
Yeah. Like, how most movies, you just expect them to either have it back or have some kind of backup, or you're like, oh, I'm no help to you guys. I lost my arm. But no, Goes like, yo, my man's gonna need this arm.
Yeah. I mean, it adds to the practicality of the movie, how they moved and how they navigated, the areas and the space within themselves.
But you have yet to give a rating.
I give it a 4.
Oh, why did you give it a 4?
I give it a 4 because
it's a fantastic number.
It is a fantastic number.
Yeah.
Which I think I was the only one in the movie theater who really cheered for that post-credit scene.
Well, there was 2.
Well, there's a pre-credit scene, a mid-credit scene, and which was really one of those obviously throwaway clips. But then there's the post-credit scene. Well, I'll get to it.
Because it goes along with what you're about to say.
Okay.
So in the original Fantastic Four movie, Johnny Storm got a bunch of. Remember when he wanted to get a lot of promos and sponsors, and the Fantastic Four jersey, they kind of turned into a jersey, not a suit.
Yeah.
It had like Hot Wheels and Firestorm and all that other stuff. Well, I thought it's really kind of ironic that Red Guardian did the same thing with the new Avengers suit.
Avengers with a Z.
With a Z.
Avengers with Z.
Yes.
No copyright.
No, yeah. But yeah, I thought it was kind of cool that they did a homage to that. And it was kind of like, I feel like it kind of slipped
There
under the
was
radar.
also another movie, I think it was some other movie that they did that too. He came out with like his super suit. I forgot the name of it. I'll throw the name.
Oh! With the Sphinx, the Sphincter?
Yeah.
The shoveler?
Yeah. No.
Oh my goodness.
You got this?
Baby Boiler. No, Baby Bowler. Mystery Man.
Yes.
It was Mystery Man.
Was Mystery Man? I think
It
so.
better been.
No, I think
Yeah, it was Mystery Man.
Maybe.
It was.
We'll fact check this later on. Anyway, so
Holy
yeah.
fat.
Fact.
Dude,
Check it.
this guy.
I'm
So
not too-
yeah,
not too far from
what were you saying?
So I was saying,
Say it.
is that Dragon Ball?
What were you super saying?
Ethan keeps calling it. My son keeps calling Dragon Ball Super Satan. I'm like, no, not Super Satan. There's Mr. Satan, and there's Saiyan. Saiyan. Anyway,
Yeah.
So I give it a 4 because it was very character driven, which I mentioned.
Yes.
There was some downfalls, pitfalls as far as like you said, the character arcs or how it was moving. Like I think you have to dwarf Sentry for the movie because he's pretty much the strongest being in the Marvel universe, and if they didn't dwarf him, I mean he would just obliterate everything. So they have to find a way, and he is to what's her face, Black Widow. Oh,
Wanda?
Yelena's.
Oh, Yelena?
Yeah, that's the equivalent of Natasha with the Incredible Hulk. It's like, come on, buddy, sun's going down.
You think so?
Yeah, it's like that kind of equivalent, right?
Yeah, I wish it wasn't.
Yeah, so
I didn't notice that, but you're right.
you're welcome. So, I mean, again, not as peak. And I think it could have went a little longer. I think if they could have added like 20 more minutes, 15 to 20 more minutes of runtime, and then added some more meat to it,
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed that. But, I think the way they shot it was pretty good. But again, if we're setting Endgame as a 5, this comes in close second at a 4.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's my take on the Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts.
We are the Thunderbolts!
We are the Thunderbolts!
Oh my god, they kept going back and
Yeah!
forth. Who was the sponsor? No, he's not sponsored.
My daughter's soccer team.
Worst team ever. Scored 0. But
loved it.
we had good time. Good time. Anyway, all right, guys. All right, this is our take on the Thunderbolts from the Marvel MCU. Hopefully, you guys had a chance to see. Hopefully, we didn't spoil too much of it for you guys. Let us know that in the comments. What did you like and did not like of the show, of the movie? Make sure you guys give us a like down there. Make sure if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And anything else, Rico? You want to send us off?
Yeah. We meet Fantastic Four at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Yeah. So if you want us to have a exclusive spoiler show, just let us know. And I promise you, I'll tell you everything.
Right.
Everything. I'll even stick my phone into the movie theater and film half of it.
No, you cannot do that.
I'll do it for you.
No, he's not doing that.
I'll do it for you. You know who you are. I'll do it for you. All right. That's all I got to say about that.
All right.
And Hawkeye decided to not take the pay cut, which I get it. He wanted exactly what he got for the first season of Hawkeye. He wanted it this season. And MCU was like, nah, bro. Half your body got broke, so you get half the money. At least that's how you explained it.
Yeah.
And
at least give him the same amount, not like cut him in half.
yeah, he was like, yo, I just want the same amount, bro.
I'm not asking for more.
So he may never come back to the MCU. But he also said that's MCU TV and the MCU movies are different.
Yeah.
So we might see him again. I hope we do.
All right.
Other than that,
this is it for Pop New Culture.
This is it.
The review of Thunderbolts. Again, I'm Chris.
and I'm Rico.
And we are
Popping through
Culture. See you guys next time.
Peace. Is any of this picking up on the mic? Hey, Google. Thank you very much.
Just doing my job.
Stop. Google, stop. Don't promote this, Google. Google, listen to me.